Be my guest, take a rest, try not to get impressed. This is my humble home, of which I'm very blessed. You have entered mi casa, my house. In here, I got this from a thrift shop, recovered the cushion, bought these little things here, made the orange drawers myself. I labeled them what's inside. There's a blanket in that one. And the rest of the drawers have art supplies. There's potatoes in the middle. Those are empty. Those cat litter things, they can be used for so many things. I hate to just throw them away. I use them, you cut the tops off and you use them to put paperwork in, like a file, or you can make like a little bucket to do hand painting jobs or cleaning the house or whatever. This is a canvas I got from another thrift store. It has some kind of design on it. I painted it white, and what I'm going to do is paint a lovely picture, hopefully, of what I want to see all the time. And it's, I've chosen one, and I drew a grid on it, and I'll have to draw a light pencil grid on this and try to duplicate it. There's my bags to go out to the car, my hat when it's sunny. I have 2 aprons in case someone comes to cook with me. I have a sword, a little table and chair, spare bags. My tools are in there. They made it from near the refrigerator to over there. This is a sectional couch on blocks, as you shall see, because it sits too low. When you're tall, and especially tall and older, it's hard to get up off of low furniture, so they're up on blocks. It's brown, so I covered it with a green bedspread thingy, bed cover, and a blanket where the cat sits a lot. And then I can look out at my garden, and then there's the tomatoes over there, and when they're ripe I can see them from here. Here's my keyboard. Da-da-da-da. This little cabinet has books that I'm in the process of reading and other paperwork. A spool of thread so I can do quick sewing job. This stick is so that I can close the curtain, because I'm not able to reach over the couch that tall. Ta-da! There's the television, sound system and all that. Those little baskets down there, one has, I don't know what in it. The other one has baby stuff in it, a little kid, so in case the grandson wants to, or Felix comes, we can read and play. On the shelf I have headphones, my kalimba, train whistle, my harmonica, and that bag now is my brand new tongue drum. Oh yes, this brown case here has my ukulele. Yeah. Do I know how to play it yet? No. There's my refrigerator. It opens the wrong direction. One of these days, according to YouTube vlog, I can change the direction the door opens. So one of these days I will do that. I stockpiled up on soda. I don't drink that much that often, but I stockpiled. And cat food. Those containers that the cat food's in are old, what do you call them? Sanitary wipe containers. So you pull the little thing out. My wine cellar. Always have to have Pinot Grigio. That's this light colored one up here. It's for my risotto, when I make risotto. I actually bottled this one myself and named it and everything. It's Shy Bear 2010. Is that what it is? Yeah. Got some grapes, and I also put some other stuff in there which I should not have. I should have just left it grapes. I made 2 bottles. One of them we opened Probably not far from when it was bottled, and it was horrible. But this one has been 11 years. I think we're going to open it when Scott and them come down eventually, and just for laughs, see what it is. Microwave convection oven, and it works great. I love it. Donuts that I just made, and there's a panettone. There's my cooktop. Takes a while to heat up, and it doesn't heat up as hot as I would like it, but there's my cooking utensils and my tank of a mixer, napkins, my little salt and pepper in their boat, toaster, hot water kettle. Look at all the tomatoes that came off of that plant. Not today, but within this week. That's $5 worth of cherry tomatoes at the grocery store. You betcha. Up here, and dishes. Up here, various stuff. Mostly my spices. I've got the savory spices on that shelf, and the sweet ones on this shelf are baking cookies and cakes, and that's for like tacos and roasts and everything. Tea, coffee. And this one over here, got more dry goods in. Bisquick, Life cereal, pasta, lentils, little stuff like that, crackers up in there. My little, what do you call that, food processor, and extra Tupperware stuff. It's not Tupperware brand, but it's, you know, food containers. Up there, big plastic storage, pitchers, plastic storage, smaller jars and vases, my cookbook. I am the dishwasher here, and that is what helps me. I put that down on the counter and do dishes. That's my lovely fake plant. Yep, it's humble, but it's home. But there's things I don't use very often. Under here, pull-out shelves, which I love. Pull-out shelves. Got my flour, my sugar, powdered sugar, brown sugar, my oils, and here I've got bowls of various kinds, and I've got the couple lids hanging there. Wax paper, foil bags, junk. It's my junk drawer. Silverware. My wonderful knives. These are Cutco knives. They're great. This is from Italy that I acquired by an Italian that was moving out of town. It works great. It's a bread knife, but it works for everything. And my little bits and pieces that I use all the time. Under the sink, I keep a container of cat food under there, and another slide out drawer with my cleaning stuff. Works great. Hey ho! Hi turkey! Laundry, that's what I have to do. And this is the kitty cat's little thing I made for him. I made it for him before we moved out here, and we used it at the hotel and everything, so that's his station. Yes, he's a slob. Trash can. Cat's extra water. I call this the portico. There's Felix and Spencer and Pinocchio. That's a closet. That's a door to their house. Brian and Scott when they were wee little kids. And I've got a place for my keys and a place for my purse, music, radio. Under here I keep toilet paper and paper goods. In the closet I've got sweaters and jackets, a coat, basic hand tools and stuff, and my rug cleaner and my vacuum. And in the back I've got the cloth, my sewing machine, and the cat litter box, cat carrier, and my suitcase. Speaking of cat, he's in there. This is the bathroom. Yes, it's a little messy. Ask me if I care. No, I don't care. And there's his toilet box. And when I scoop it out, I put it in a plastic bag that's in that little foot control top thingy. It's a mess, but it's got everything there, including the little man I made in 7th grade art class and his sheep. And I painted. I got that from a logo from one of the vlogs of a psychiatric channel called Psych to Go. That's the shower. Curtain used to be a sheet. Got it at a thrift store. I liked it so much. It's pretty. If you're sitting here for a length of time, you want something decent to look at. And this is the shower. Those are nice. You can put your foot up there to shave your leg or wash your leg, but it's not big enough to sit on unless you're like 2 years old. And that dial, about 11 o'clock on the dial, with an analog clock, is when it starts getting warm up. And it takes a while for the water to get warm in here. That is my laundry machine. Put it up here on the countertop on the sink. This side's the wash. This side's spin dry. And then I hang on clothes hangers in the living room. 2 towels. Why 2 towels, you say? One's for my hair, one's for my body. Yes, my hair is so thick it needs its own towel. Now, oh yes, I painted that too. I made 2 of them and sent one to my shrink as a present. I apologize if this is a long video. Ah, there's me! This is the receiver part of a doorbell. The button is on the door frame on their side of the door, so if they need me or want me, they ring the doorbell and it rings right there. Laundry needs done. You betcha. That's where I watch stuff on YouTube and all that to fall asleep, next to the bed. Here we've got a little perfume and fingernail polish and some medicines under here. Eyeglasses. That's full of cheaters, you know, eyeglasses. And then we've got my blood pressure thing and my blood sugar thing and fingernail files and all that crap. And a big jug of water, because I drink a lot of water. This is the bed. Got a big long body pillow with a fuzzy cover. And he has a couple beds in here, but he doesn't use them. He just sleeps right there. These curtains, I had got the fabric also cheap somewhere a long time ago. This is the view from my window. This is the porch here. This is my view. I have an air cleaner. These drawers house various things. I made these slips of paper to slip over the handles. I could take them off and write on them what's inside the drawer. Certain papers, desk supplies. Here are my hair bands and hair ties and little container of rubber bands for my hair. And a container of the dealy-mabobs with the balls for my hair. This is my chin plucking station. Tweezers, a bright light, and a mirror that makes things look closer than they are. Yes, that happens when you get old. This is a thing that's, you put some water in there and then you put scented oil and the steam comes out the top and it smells good. My chest of drawers, I had 2 chest of drawers like this, only brought 1. Let's see if I can remember. I wrote a list of what's in there. case I can't remember. Tops, underwear, pajamas, socks, and shorts. On my tops. Copy machine. Picture I painted on a cloth. Kind of sort of sewed around it. Various my kids, and then my brother is the one in the tuxedo. That's David. There's me and Eric Idle. I have another thermometer in here. There's a fake plant. A little dragon. My Oscar. My music is arranged by language: Spanish, dance music, Italian. What is that? Soundtracks, German, and then just regular American rock and roll and all that other stuff. And my books, that kind of eclectic stuff on that shelf behind the calendar. I have language books, then comedy, and then on the bottom there's kid books and my yearbook from high school. This is the desk. It's messy right now. I like to keep certain things in certain places, so if I need them, I know where they are right away. Let's see, what do we have in here? Keep my towels there. Costumes and costume hats. And then I've got my Renaissance Fair and my dirndl in there for Oktoberfest. And look! I labeled and everything. I labeled them. What's inside? Sketchbooks and other see how I made the grid on that paper? I'm gonna be painting that one too. Dresses are on this side. Not too many of those. I also wrote what's in the closet in case I forget. That's pretty bad, huh? One of the first paintings that I did, actually it was a copy of a wine label. There's a clock that I wake up and look at. And here you got sheets and pants and heating pad, the shorter tops and all that. My shoes, and I have them labeled what goes in each compartment. My Bustenhalter, big green tub that can be used for a lot of different stuff. My heater. And those two pieces of paper together at night when I'm trying to sleep. Even though it's a black screen musical thing that I listen to, that cuts the light down. So that's my exciting life. Woo woo. When I come and go, I need to come and go through the garage because that's the only way in and out. I mean, if it was an emergency and I had to, I could go out into their house through that door. But that's about it. The hardest part for me to move here was trying to decide what absolutely had to come. Because one, I was paying for it to be transported or transporting it myself. Two, you don't want to transport stuff that just floofity-doo, you know, stuff that you don't really need. I ended up buying a lot of stuff out here that didn't make it in the cube that I had sent out here. I thought that I had. There was some couple cooking things and, you know, like that. Like one or two boxes that just had things that I've had to replace out here. But that's good. And also, not having much room when you go to buy something and you get the urge to buy stuff. I mean, that's our society is that buy something make yourself feel good mentality. You can't, because where would you put it? And I am not turning into one of those people where you gotta climb over stuff just to get somewhere. No way. It's bad enough as it is. I will probably whittle down this stuff eventually and come up with a better, more efficient way to store stuff. Well, in about an hour I will be over on their side babysitting the baby, where they're going to see the James Bond movie, No Time to Die. So the boy has grown 3 inches longer, and he has gained 3 pounds. He is growing. Oh man. Hope I didn't disappoint y'all. That's about all there is to it. That thing opens up, and I've got my DVDs in there. The left side, for the most part, first 2 shelves anyway, for sure, and part of the 3rd shelf are foreign films, French, German, Italian. I have a Chinese one in there, a couple Spanish, and then I've got regular stuff. Sometimes you can tell what kind of a person by looking at the titles of their films or their books. Lawless, my sister-in-law was in Lawless as a Mennonite woman in the scene. Here you got Le Visiteur, was one of my favorite movies. Le Grand Buffet, which I saw years ago. It's a social commentary. La Cage aux Folles 2, Amélie, Il Bedone, Ciao Professore, Girl from by the Lake, Finalmente La Felicità. That's where I hang my calendar. Woo woo, there's me in 2007. You've got Deutschland, Allemagne, 501 Italian verbs, French for dummies, The Merchant of Prato, which is a very interesting book. Python, Life of Python books, and I also have a couple that were fundraiser books. Good Night, Trump, and Whose Boat Is This Boat? They raised money, and they're funny. I also made this little container for my singing bowl. I put this little rod holder up in there because if I close this off, it doesn't go all the way to the ground, but it'll keep it cool on one side or warm or whatever I need to do. I can take that out of there real easy. It comes out. I also have another rod that I'm going to try to do some macrame on. We'll see. Would you like a donut? Just made them yesterday. Yeah. Well, it's different. Sure. Tea or coffee? Wait. Give me a hug. Thank you for dropping by. It's always a pleasure. Come over for dinner sometime.